golf is definitely one of those things that has a lot of stereotypes around it. At least it was the case for me. I thought that golf is for some insanely rich dudes, or I thought that it's kind of boring. I'm still relatively new to golf, and I thought it might be interesting to show you how it looks like here in Bali. Good morning again. But before the golf stuff, we have some other adult kids activities to do. Look at the view. Hey bro, morning. Before going to the golf, it just like happened randomly. We arrived to this place, it's called Handara Golf Resort Bali, and there was a list on the table that said activities. And there was one activity that I thought, okay, we have to do that before the golf. I just realized that it's better never ask about is it allowed or not when it comes to draw. You just do it. If it's not, they will tell you. If you ask, they might say no, but if you don't ask and do, they wouldn't tell you no.
When you ask in the right way,
also correct. Yeah, there is no like right or wrong approach, but yeah, I just switched to the one that I use. And it's kind of the same, I would say, with girls.
The Russian way.
Yeah. So this area, it's Bedugul area here in Bali. It's kind of a mountain area, and it was so chill actually. Yesterday when we arrived, I was literally freezing driving the bike. It was, I think, 17 degrees. Now when it's sunny, it's okay, but yeah, in the evening it can get really chill. It's funny that they tried to put this banner with greenery, like, okay. So you see those gentlemen around this hole. A girl yesterday at the restaurant, we talked yesterday and she told us like, oh, I don't like golf, it's boring. And we started to ask her, what's boring? And she said that, yeah, I saw a guy, like an old guy, he would just try to get this ball in the hole for 3 hours straight. And we told her like, well, different people probably enjoy different activities. It's kind of a meditation maybe for someone. And she was like, hell no. Out of the things that will never excite me in this world, this one will never excite me most. That was kind of her answer. Well, again, golf is one of those things that has a lot of stereotypes. We'll see how boring it is today. We just discussed that it actually looks very nice and classy golf, and there are some guys and there's a table. And it's just, I would say to me, I'm relatively new to golf. I'm not a professional by all means, but to me it feels like it's not about the activity itself, but it's mostly kind of a social thing. You just talk to your friends, and meanwhile, hi, good morning. Can you remind your name, please?
My name is Dita.
So Dita is our coach today for this kind of grown kids stuff.
That's a preparation for the archery.
Yes. So
It's a semi-professional.
okay. So it's not for kids.
This is for now.
Okay.
Before you start, this is arm guard for safety your hand.
Oh yeah.
Are you left hand or right hand?
Right hand. You mean the dominant hand?
Yeah,
the right one.
dominant hand,
Yes.
I think it's to protect when the string.
The release the string.
Yeah, I get it. So it will just bounce back and scratch your skin.
Can scratch the skin, yeah.
Are you first time playing archery?
Well, last time was maybe 25 years ago when I was a kid, but we were pretty good at this. We made all kinds of bows and stuff. We even did these arrows, and I told you before that we even used these feathers, like birds' feathers, to make it like real. I was pretty good, but it was 25 years ago.
And then that one is finger tap. If you want a first time playing archery, I recommend it to use that one because the string little bit hard.
Getting a bit too serious. I thought it's just like a fun kid activity, but okay.
That's good for you?
Yes, yes. We needed to prepare this like long blonde hair, like to look like elves, like Legolas.
I can borrow you some of that hair.
It's gonna hang like this. I thought I would be able to do it like, yeah, but no. Dita, how old are you?
I'm 27 now.
27. When was first time you tried this? Okay,
Hotel,
2019. How many orcs did you kill already?
I,
What's your body count?
no, I just playing here. No hunting.
Yeah, I see. Sarung looks cool. That would be nice if we also had sarungs like Dita.
It's common.
Yeah.
In Bali, common.
Odang and
Yeah,
sarung.
udang, yeah.
If you had a bit longer hair, you would definitely look like an elf. Yes, like legit Legolas, not like me.
Yeah, but okay, yeah.
Well, that looks sick. I told him that, hey man, I made you some great epic profile pictures. Look at this. It cannot be more sick. Wow, no way. Like, what's going on here? You are the Legolas, that's for sure. Look at this. Impossible. Even Dita is impressed.
Yeah.
That was a high bar. I guess I'm not gonna beat it. Like, no way.
I told you that he did it as a kid and he was very good. So I want to see what you...
I shouldn't have told this. Like now, because I'm gonna be embarrassed for sure.
Like this.
Oh yeah. Not bad for the first one. Better. The master class.
But
This is how you do
I
it,
know.
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
That was good.
Hey, strong.
You got the 10.
This is pretty dangerous. I mean, look at this. It's actually pretty like a spike. You definitely not want to be on the driving range when there's a guys like him shooting their arrows. Not bad. That was good. Yeah. No way. I saw a video, there was a shooting competition, pistols. It was a video about how different nations, different athletes do that. And there were some athletes who did this. They have all the devices covering their eyes. And there was a Turkish guy, he was just like, without any glasses or what, he would just raise his hand and just shoot. I guess he's the best one in the world, and he doesn't have all these like covering things for his eyes. He's very chill, relaxed. He just raises the gun and shoots. I'm not a Turkish guy, that's for sure. I read in a book, I forgot where exactly, but the idea was that friendship between like men and women, they form friendship in different ways. And the thing is that for men, it just doesn't work to make friends like for women, because women, they just process of communication, just chatting is already enough. It's that's the basement of their friendship. But for men, it doesn't work because men are by their nature, they are problem solvers, which means that they have to have some problem to solve, let's say, together. And along the way, they kind of form a connection, like a friendship. And just meeting and chatting, it's not enough, yeah. So you have to have some kind of thing, let's say, to do together with men. Along the way, you kind of getting to know each other, because, yeah, we are problem solvers by our nature. I can tell you that there is definitely something into this idea. Imagine if we just sit and talk all the time, like, that's not kind of interesting.
I think also creating memories.
Yeah, but it's also about some activity, like, okay, we are doing this thing, let's say, that's the whole point. I didn't know that such thing even exists, but they at this place they offer golf tour. So they basically not just show you around, but they tell you a lot of stuff about golf, and I think that it's going to be interesting. So we'll definitely do it today also after our golf coaching session, because this is going to be Finn's first time. To me it's not first time, but I'm still like very beginner, so yeah, we definitely need some more training. That was a pretty nice experience. Appreciate that. Yes, sure, we will. I put the reminder to write a review for Dita, so next time we come, you're the boss.
Okay. I hope so. Thank you so much.
Guys, you're seeing the next boss of Handara Golf Resort.
Thank you so much for the support.
Thank you, brother.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
See you next
good
time.
luck. Before, honestly, I was introduced to golf. It happened to me in Kuala Lumpur. Calvin, if you're watching this video, I know that you are. Thank you so much for this experience in Kuala Lumpur. But before that, I would never thought that there's such a thing as golf culture in Bali, Indonesia. It doesn't look like Indonesia at all to me. But again, I do understand that it's all about my preconceptions. So to me, it was something that I had zero knowledge about. And I thought that no, Bali is the last location that would come to my mind when I hear the word golf. Like, no. Interestingly enough, I would say so far I've seen more local people here than foreign tourists. There are some tourists, but it feels like 30-40% tourists, I mean foreigners, and the rest are locals. Interesting. Even restaurants here, they look more like you're somewhere in Switzerland, not in Indonesia. Hello Annie, we're having a golf training session at 12. That's interesting. They have a separate golf reception. There's a normal reception and another one, a golf reception.
Mr. Roman.
Yes, that's me.
So this is because the first time you play, so how many balls do you want to use?
What's the correct answer? We don't know. Like, it's us who should ask this question. How many balls we need? Like, we don't know. Yeah, sure. It looks very old school, I would say.
So the coach is already waiting downstairs. I will escort you to that.
Okay. Hello, sir. Good day.
Yes.
My name is Roman.
Roman is Sujana.
Sujana.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Sujana. Okay. We need to remember. That's always a high toll to me to remember names.
You already played before?
No.
Not at all.
I did, but Finn didn't. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But we both are very beginners, let's say. Sujana, how long have you been playing golf? How many years?
I am playing golf maybe more 40 years.
40 years.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
60.
60. So you started at 20. You started here in Bali 40 years ago.
Yeah, I start here
It was already a course here 40 years ago.
more 40 years.
Wow. I first time tried in Malaysia, in
Oh,
Kuala
yeah.
Lumpur.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, it's very difficult.
So you actually need to touch the grass. Yeah.
But I don't want to touch the ground.
But you have to, yeah. I'll tell you what the teacher told me in Kuala Lumpur, so let me try. And if I'm wrong, you will correct me.
Yes.
So the idea is that I didn't get this movement until the coach told me that here's the thing. So when you twist your upper part, the thing is that you kind of push your shoulder like this. And then you push this one shoulder. So it's like this motion, like twisting. So you kind of not move, but you just rather twist. right? Is that correct? It's like, yeah, but yeah, that's not it.
What the look like?
Okay, need to
This
practice.
Too strong. Too strong.
No way. No way. Like, wow. And with the archery, it was the same. Almost. I actually never tried this one before. But I was close.
Yes.
Somewhere in between should be. Nah. We are dealing with a professional, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that was just a pure random. You know, this thing when you did something, like you have no idea how you did this. That's it. That was a sick one. Yeah, don't bend it. I get it. I get it. Easier said than done. That's one of those activities that looks, when they do it, it's a super effortless. And you kind of like, okay, I can do that. No, you can't. Like, hell no. How long do you think it will take to become like, okay, I'm good, I can try on the course?
For 1 week, 2 or 3 times. Maybe continue like this for 2 months.
Well, we have a lot of work to do.
How's it here?
Thank you so much for this experience. Thank you. That was an interesting part about this stereotype that I had in my mind, that it's some activity for insanely rich people. Well, it's probably not super affordable if you train with a coach like this, but if you want to practice yourself, it's 100,000 rupiah per 100 balls, which is like 1,000 per ball, which is nothing, close to nothing, and 50,000 for club rental. So I would say, yeah, it's pretty affordable and a very nice way to spend your couple of hours in your weekend or whatever. So we will probably spend the rest of the day before that golf tour doing exactly this. Wow, yeah, that.
Stay straight. Perfect.
But when you look at this, you think like, I mean, there's nothing special, like that's pretty easy. No, it's not. And I also wanted to ask about your shoes. These are shoes special for golf,
for
right?
golf.
Yeah, okay. So they have some things to, like, not to make you sleep. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Thank you so much for the experience. Well, I suggest we do some lunch or whatever, and then probably go and practice for 1 hour. That's absolutely great activity. I don't know, that girl who said that, oh, it's super boring. Well, maybe if you do it alone, but no, I wouldn't be bored, honestly. It's kind of a meditation to me, I would say. Look at the setup. I mean, I would say to me, it wouldn't be boring just sit here for 1 hour and just stare at this. So, but yeah, I guess we are all different. So what's your first impressions?
I do my lower back,
Yeah.
my forearms. So
Yeah, I need to go to shower myself also. Yeah. All about these stages of like learning curve. First, you're very tense, and therefore you spend tons of energy trying to like, okay, how do I position my arms and everything, and therefore you spend tons of energy. I remember, to me, when I just learned snowboarding, I remember I had been chain smoking for like 5-7 years back then when I just started snowboarding. I was 18, I think, and I remember that I was just sweating all the time. It was super tough to me to learn, and then I just realized that at some point where my skills kind of improved to a point that I was like, I was riding a snowboard down. I was like, okay, I feel like having a cigarette like right now. And I came to a point where I could smoke and ride snowboard at the same time. That was exactly that moment where you can relax. Okay, I can do it, automatically. And I was just smoking and riding. I always, when I try to learn a new skill, this is how I do it. Usually people say something like, oh, I tried this thing, but this is not my thing. I don't like it. But to me, I never make a judgment unless I master an activity to a level where I can enjoy it without thinking too much. So I always give every activity a chance to prove that, okay, I don't like it, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's because I don't like it because I don't enjoy it, because it's just I haven't mastered it yet. So I always tell myself, okay, even though I don't like it, but I will still learn it to a point where I can say, let's say, smoke while riding, and then I will make a judgment like, okay, now when I can enjoy it, now it's time to decide, is it my thing or not my thing? So to me, I always wait until this point where I can smoke. I mean, I don't smoke anymore, but you got the idea. And yeah, when you become like really good, I think it can be really enjoyable. When you don't think about it, like how to do that, you just hit the ball, got your dopamine hit, like, that was a nice one. And then you just have a conversation with your friend, and then another one, another dopamine hit, and that kind of vibe. I think that's what golf is about, and not only golf, but some other physical activities. That's what we call perfect timing. We just finished our golf training session, sat for the lunch, and it started to rain. Oh, no way! This is the biggest spider I've ever seen. It's like huge. Look at this. And he's eating someone. Like, he's really big. How do I get closer to film? Like, it's really big. He's wrapping someone into this. In the movie Lord of the Rings, there was this Shayla. What was the name of that huge spider? And when she caught Frodo and started to wrap him into this net, this is so cool. Guys, look at this. That's the real nature at work right now. Wow. Oh, I didn't want to, sorry bro, I didn't want to interrupt your lunch. Well, yeah, that's the biggest spider I've ever seen. I mean, of course, in zoo or whatever, but in real life, some people, I think right now, say something like, wait until you get to Australia. You'll be surprised, I bet. Yo. Not the best weather for the golf tour, for sure, almost 6 p.m. But I told them, they called me just 10 minutes ago and asked like, are you sure that you want to go for the tour? Well, regardless, we move. We actually don't have much of a choice because the golf tour is only after 5 p.m. Okay. When they finish all this golf stuff, they do these golf tours. But since we are leaving tomorrow morning, we don't have another choice. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit rainy, I guess, but it's okay. We're gonna drive inside this car, not this one, but something like that. After spending 2 days here at this place, at this resort, even if you're absolutely not into golf or just like not interested at all, it's still pretty nice. I had a very nice walk for a couple of hours. It's like a meditation. It's such a peaceful picture. This endless greenery, silence, it's great. I didn't even take my headphones because it just was so nice to hear this silence. And when it's that foggy, I would say it looks pretty surreal. Look at these buildings where all these receptions and restaurants located. Looks very interesting. Oh, you can actually rent one of those bikes. There is a sign, bike for rent. That would be, probably we could do that tomorrow morning, because we don't have too much to do anyway. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to rent one of those bikes and drive around the course. The matrix glitched. We are ready for the tour. There is something cozy, I would say, to this weather when it's raining outside. Very nice.
You don't bring the jacket or something?
No, we just simply don't have a jacket. Well, at least me. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be chill a bit. It's okay. Oh, that's very nice that they have these carts. They have a space to put your bottle of water. Excuse me, may we ask what's the length of this tour? Like how long is gonna be this tour?
It's probably 1 hour.
1 hour. Well, now at this point I'm just really curious what we're gonna do for 1 hour, since it's just we cannot walk or whatever. Let's see. Let's go.
For YouTube?
YouTube, yes.
Let me subscribe.
Yes, you should. Okay. And this is a perfect moment, ladies and gentlemen, if you aren't subscribed yet, to do this, because you know what? I just realized, looking at my statistics, that 80% of you are not subscribed. Not telling you what to do, but ideally, I would highly appreciate it if you do it right now. It just takes 5 seconds, and there you go. Here's how you can do that. You see, when you just start typing Roman on board, there's a lot of, so some people already looked like Malaysia, Brunei, Russia, Durian. No, Roman on board, Durian. Well, okay, that's interesting. Okay, and this is how you do that. Boom, subscribe. Got it. You're subscribed, brother.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
So, you forgot something.
Oh, yes.
Don't forget the notification. If you want to see the other video.
Silent Hill. Is it gonna be just like driving and that's it?
Yeah. I think like as a golf player, you want to get to know this area.
What is your name, brother?
My name is Arti, sir.
Arti. Oh, there was a Russian DJ, Arti.
Okay.
I have a lot of his tracks on my playlist. That's a pretty cool name, Arti. So Arti suggested that if we want to make a stop, we would just tell him to stop, but I don't quite see why. Yeah. I would say the weather changed quite fast, unexpectedly. Like, look at this. Some local houses. I wonder if local people occasionally get some balls in their courtyards. So the whole area is 19 hectares, which is huge. And the area where we are staying, these buildings and restaurants, is just 1% of the area. That's pretty big, I would say. Arti, have you ever played golf yourself? Do you play yourself?
Yeah, I do for myself every Monday.
Do you like it?
I really like it, the golf.
Okay. And how long have you been playing?
1 year.
1 year.
I'm the beginner.
So, if after 1 year playing every week, you are still a beginner, then like we're done here, I guess.
Because I play for just the fun, not for
Yes,
the
sure. Not a chance. I get it. Okay.
I think we have to extend our stay here
For 1 year.
for 1 year. Maybe we get a discount. Is it possible?
So it's like, yeah, if you want to master golf, I guess it's like military. It's like lock in for like 3-5 months and just play every day. Otherwise, what is this? What? It's like a fox or something like, but it's not a squirrel for sure. It was a big
No,
animal.
big
Yeah.
squirrel. The mutant.
Interesting. In case if you didn't recognize, and of course you didn't, because it's just impossible how it's changed. Remember that place? This is where we were practicing in the morning. And now it's just, it looks like a different place completely because of weather. Interesting. And this is our archery shooting range. Again, looks kind of different. Thank you, Arti. Yeah, that's the end of the day. Not much to show you anymore. See you tomorrow. Tita, are you already the boss?
Yeah, I'm boss now. Yeah. After you come back 3 years ago, I'm boss here.
Yeah, we put the review on Google Maps yesterday, and I put our picture. Actually, a pretty nice picture. I'll put it on the screen here. I hope that next time when we come back, Dita will be the boss. And we have a pretty weird activity for now. I don't know if we will do that or not. So in the morning, I went to do some nice shots. There is a Handara gate. And when we checked in, they gave us this free selfie ticket. So here's the thing. There are tons of people from the early morning taking pictures. And I went there early in the morning. I thought that, okay, it's 7 a.m. There will be no one, and I will make some nice drone shots of me driving through this gate. I was already full of people, and they were these local guys who were taking pictures of people, they were very, I would say aggressive, and they would tell me like, hey, go away, we're taking pictures. I was like, hey, come on, guess what? I'm also taking pictures here. So I don't know, will we make some selfies or not? There's a voucher. That's a pretty interesting, I would say, dynamic. Apparently the hotel made an agreement with these guys, like, hey, take some pictures of our guests, we will pay you some money. And for guests of this Handara Golf Resort, it's supposed to be free. We'll see. That is the gate. I already see there are so many people. Very beautiful picture. Sorry guys, but we have to spoil the picture. That's the only way out. Sorry. You see, it was like that from 7 a.m. And there are drones, and there's the lining system. You see customer number. So very, I would say, commercialized thing. I think we're not even going to redeem our vouchers. Finn, so are you feeling like redeeming our vouchers?
I don't need a voucher. Not at all.
Okay, so yeah, I got some drone shots, and yeah, it's a very beautiful place, but as many beautiful places in Bali, it looks like this from behind the scenes. Anyway, until we meet again, take care, remember, the world is yours to discover, and bye for now.